Today I'm going to show you how to make a chicken parm burger. We're going to start off with a chicken breast, a boneless and a skinless chicken breast with the fat and the tissue removed, and you slice the chicken breast horizontally. So put your hand or your palm on top of the chicken breast and gently slice the chicken breast into two. This is like a butterfly cut, but it is two separate pieces. And then we flatten the chicken breast with the flat side of the knife and slice the chicken breast into half. So we get two pieces from the sliced chicken breast, altogether four pieces from an entire chicken breast. So again, second piece lightly flattened and sliced into two. So this is important because you want thin cuts of the chicken. For the crumbing, I'm using panko breadcrumbs. You can use any breadcrumbs, and I'm adding grated Parmesan cheese to it. Parmesan works extremely well with the crumbing. When it warms up, it sticks the breadcrumb together, and also when you cook it, it gives a very nice salty, very earthy and a meaty flavor, and that's one reason why I love Parmesan and I love to add that into the breadcrumb. For seasoning, a small quantity of black pepper powder and also a small quantity of salt. Although the Parmesan is quite salt, but it needs a small amount of salt to mix it together along with the breadcrumbs. With a spoon, gently toss the crumb and the cheese together. So the crumbing is now set. Now for making a crumb, I like to use a whole egg and plain flour on the side. A lot of people make the mistake by dipping the chicken or whatever vegetable they want to deep fry and putting it into an egg and directly into a crumb. But the best way is actually to dust it very lightly in seasoned flour. And that's why you see I have a bowl of flour which has been seasoned with salt and a tiny quantity of black pepper powder. So you dust your chicken breast in a very small quantity with the seasoned flour. Dust off the excess seasoned flour and then dip the chicken breast into the egg wash. Now in that way, when you actually fry or when you coat it with breadcrumbs, the breadcrumbs coat better. It doesn't become very heavy or very soggy. Dip the chicken breast in the egg wash and remove all the excess egg wash and place the chicken breast into the Parmesan cheese and the breadcrumb mixture. Very gently coat the chicken breast with the breadcrumbs. You don't need to press it too hard. If you press it too hard, it becomes very dense and becomes very thick. When you do it very gently, it is a very light crumbing just to coat it and doesn't take too much of breadcrumb. So same way, do the entire four pieces of the chicken breast, crumb them and leave them in the fridge for a good 10 minutes for it to settle down and become slightly hard. So when you cook it, it cooks evenly and the shape is retained well. Heat a non-stick pan and add a small quantity of oil in that. A lot of people actually deep fry the chicken breast. I like to just pan fry it into a very small quantity of fat. Now cook the chicken breast on one side for a good few minutes, and you will see that as it cooks, the cheese aroma comes through because that is cooking through, and because the cheese is also melting, it holds the breadcrumb together, and the base of the chicken begins to turn into slight golden in color, and you can see the color change. And when you see the color change to a slight golden, you swap it over to the second side, and there you get a very nice golden crusted chicken breast. The chicken in the center is going to be slightly raw, which is perfectly fine because I'm now going to take it out and put the chicken breast into a roasting tray, and that will go in a preheated oven at 200 degrees centigrade or 390 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 5 minutes to just warm through. Now you can have it as it is, but there's a twist. I'm going to make the burger very interesting. I'm topping the burger with tomato salsa. I have done a recipe in the past with tomato salsa, so you can also go back to my old videos and have a look of how to do a homemade tomato salsa. So top it up generously with tomato salsa on each chicken breast. Now once the four pieces are done, you top each chicken breast with slices of mozzarella. Use 2 slices per chicken breast. They are thin slices. Slice them and put it on top of the tomato salsa. And once that is done, we do the final garnish for the burger, which is going to be basil. I love to use basil because I think basil leaves works extremely well with cheese and tomato. when you think of the flavors, you get all the umami. The cheese has got umami, the tomato has got umami, the parmesan has got umami, and basil works extremely well. So topped up with the basil, and finally this is a parmesan cheeseburger or chicken parm burger. So a good grating of parmesan on top of the burger, and in that goes for the oven. I also make a spiced mayo, so a low fat mayo, a small quantity, literally quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, and some chili flakes. The chili flakes gives it the little kick which is required for this dish, just to pep up the burger and make it more interesting. Whisk it all together. So our mayo spread is now ready. The chicken parm is ready out of the oven. I've toasted a sesame bun. You can use a brioche bun, the choice is entirely yours. Spread the garlic and the chili mayo on the base of the bun. Top it up with a few assorted leaves. Now again, the leaves are entirely your choice. You want to use a mixed lettuce, you want to use rocket, you want to use watercress, you want to use spinach leaves, baby spinach leaves. Even that works extremely well. Place the cooked or the warm parm chicken on top, and the burger is almost set to enjoy. Look at that colors. It's beautiful. The cheese is melting. The tomatoes, the warm chicken, the melted parmesan on top of that, along with the mozzarella, I think is fantastic. So here we have it, my chicken parm burger for you guys to enjoy at home. Make sure you try it. Leave your comments below and let me know how it goes. Bon appetit and happy cooking.